Welcome to the first of our video tutorial labs, and I'm hoping we're going to have some fun with this. In this series of videos, we're going to be working through what I consider really the next four major components of the class, and we're really going to treat them as subsets of a bigger lab. So what we're interested in this case is looking at bear mortality and related geospatial phenomena in the state of Florida. In reality, this kind of group of labs is dealing with questions of points, lines, polygons, and raster data sets, and how we begin to interact with them and create new data as well as analyzing the distribution of existing data. So let's get started. The next piece that I want us to look at is the question of there are a lot of dead bears in Florida. And in fact, there are a lot of nuisance bear reports. So we have these phenomena, dead bears and not so dead bears, and their location within the state of Florida. And what we want to begin to do is ask why, where, again, great geographic questions. What, dead and not so dead bears? Where are they located in Florida? And perhaps why? What are those locations associated with, and what can we infer from that? So what we're going to do next is we're going to look at some variables. We're going to map the variables, obviously. We're going to identify where the high count counties are. That is, what are the counties that have a whole lot of bear mortality and a whole lot of bear nuisance reports. Then we're going to look at a single county. Each of you is going to pick one of these high count counties, and you're going to look at the distribution of those two phenomena within the county relative to roads, relative to traffic patterns, and we'll get to that, land cover, and then human population. So that's what we want to understand, is are there relationships between these? And in some respects we're going to do it visually, in other respects we're going to do it quantitatively. So the next step, well, this is the data that you're going to need. These are data sets that you're going to work with, and you're going to have to bring these into a project or a map document in GeoDatabase, either in ArcMap or in ArcPro. And as we move forward, you're going to see that there are going to be short videos that are going to be the same idea in each of these environments. So again, let's start with the question of what are the data sets? Well, we have bear nuisance, which is a point feature, and you're going to see it as a feature class that is statewide. We also have black bear road mortality. Right. We have the counties, all of the U.S. counties, and we're going to be using those as our largest enumeration unit. We have annual average daily traffic. That's line or arc data, if you will, lines or arcs. And those are major roads and the daily traffic flow. That's a layer package. And again, we've talked about that in class. We'll look a little bit at how we bring that into ARC and then how we manipulate it. We have county level roads that we're going to download based on the county that you select. We also have a very large raster data set, which is Cooperative Land Cover version 3, which is the most recent fine resolution land cover data for the state of Florida. And then we will be adding some human population data at the tract level. We'll be talking about that kind of towards the end. Okay, so first thing we want to do is look at our base data and look at what the metadata tells us about it. And so in the next video, what you're going to see is this question. How do we understand the metadata on bear mortality and bear nuisance, and maybe a little bit of what that tells us about our data and where we should start. So that's it for right now. When we come back in the next video, we'll be talking specifically about how do you look at metadata in both the ArcPro environment and in the ArcMap environment. Until then, see you next time.